Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to this latest episode of the Grimsby Town Road to Glory career mode with myself, Tibbin27. We do have, though, firstly a Checkatrade Trophy game. As you know, I'm not too worried about this, so we're going to have a completely different team out, which we'll see in a second. The other games we're going to play today: Crawley away from home, Cheltenham at home. We're probably going to sim, and Wickham away from home. It's all about trying to get through games in a road to glory, and I am conscious that we're only in October and we really need to start going through. So we're going to try and probably do 4 games an episode now where we are simming at least one. The team for this one, as you can see, 11 changes. Henderson, our cup goalie, is in. Andrew, Pearson, Collins and Mills are the new back four for this one. Chambers, Disley, Barrett and Bonner-Rinver in the midfield. And Scott Vernon gets a rare appearance up front and is joined by Sean Tooten for this game. Yeah, we're going to rock the 4-4-2 as we did against Accrington. Hopefully it will work as well as it did against them against Cheltenham here. It's away from home. It's the Checkatrade.com trophy, and we're going to go out there and try and win it and do our best. Let's go. So here we are for the Checkatrade Trophy second round clash. Grimsby Town, the Mariners, are on the road, and we're here at Court Lane to face Cheltenham Town. Just before we do get underway, if you're wondering why Cheltenham are playing in purple and not their usual red and white, it was very similar to both our red away kit and our home strip, which has red in it as well. And I did start to play this game in my normal black and white home kit, but I just couldn't. I was really struggling to identify who was who and things like that. It was 0-0, so I just quit it. So we're starting again like this, and them playing an away kit and we playing an away kit as well. The referee for this one will be Darren Bond, licensed to referee, and it's going to be Cheltenham Town to get us underway for this Checkatrade Trophy clash. Feels like we did pretty well against Accrington in that second half, controlling the ball. We didn't settle very well though at the start of the game, and we're not settling here. There's a big chance early on, and they've scored. Literally 3 minutes in, first attack of the game, and Cheltenham scored. Just pathetic defending. I was just saying we need to have a better start than we did against Accrington, and within 3 minutes of starting, they scored. I don't know what that clearance is from Zach Mills either. He swept it underneath Dean Henderson, and oh no, it's not Mills, is it? Who was that? I don't even see who it was, but terrible clearance off the line, and we are 1-0 down within 3 minutes. And Cheltenham are absolutely tearing us apart early on here. We are still a man down because Disley still hasn't come back on or whatever. Because Zach Mills is pathetic at right back at the moment. Right, now we need men in the box, of which there are one. Well, there was one arriving. Zach Mills, edge of the box, on, chance, Barrett, strike deflected and saved. First shot of the game we've had. It's taken us 36 minutes to have it. Not good enough at the moment. Continue to come forward. Zach Mills has dived in, left another gap. They've worked it around really nicely and scored a second goal. And we're going out the Checkatrade Trophy because we're absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic at the moment. I mean, just what are they doing? Zach Mills has had an absolute disaster of a game. They've worked it very nicely and scored nicely past Henderson, but I mean, this is pathetic. This is Cheltenham Town, for Christ's sake. There goes the half-time whistle. There really isn't much to say because I am so horrified with what I have seen from these boys. Yes, it's the second string. Yes, we're not worried about this trophy. But come out and play, boys, and show us your best. They've not done that. It's been horrific. Cheltenham 2, Grimsby 0. Nice tackle from James Barrett. Can he feed in Scott Vernon, or perhaps he can get it back to him. Barrett has missed it. Ah, days. Just about sums up this game at the moment, really does. The first clear-cut opening we created, and James Barrett has absolutely missed a glorious chance. I think that's Bonner-Rinver, who looks very annoyed, but not good enough. Rob Dickie coming on for Jack Bartram. Oh my god. He's absolutely hopeless at jockeying these players. Shot. 3-0. Oh, days. This is horrendous. Zach Mills again is caught out down that wing. I mean, I can't really believe that's gone in. What is Henderson doing? Why is he so far off his line when they're in the penalty area? That, I mean, it's pathetic goalkeeping. Is he the captain? It must have automatically gone to him because Disney's gone off, hasn't he? Yeah. Oh dear. He can't even be able to celebrate because it's just too easy. Patricio Jerez. It doesn't really matter. I'm absolutely fuming with this. 3-0. Chambers into Scott Vernon. Scott Vernon into Chambers. Can't even get a goal. Great save by the keeper. Really well worked. Chambers have been pretty good, but that's a great save. Ball in from Chambers. Danny Collins is under it. Oh, nearly. I think Danny Andrew tried to get a touch on it. Worked into Bolarinwa. That's a foul. No. Tootin. No. Saved again. Keepers performing miracles to keep us out. Strike. Good save from the keeper again. We are looking for a consolation goal. I've got to give credit to the boys for keeping going. Decent turn and strike. Another good save from the keeper. Could get worse. I can't bother to put somebody on the line. Yeah, it's gone wide, and that is full time. So, to sum up, that was awful. There's really not another word for it. Yeah. Awful. I could think of a few more choice words, but if that was in the league, I would be really, really angry right now. But it's in the Checkatrade Trophy, and I don't really care. Cheltenham 3, Grimsby 0. Man of the match for this one is going to go to the only player that really stood out for me, and that was Ashley Chambers. He's there on the left. He was on the right wing for most of the game. Just late on, he was switched sides, but a good game from him. One of the few players that looked as though he might score or make something happen. Second place, I'm going to give it to the man next to him, James Barrett. He always does play pretty well, and we got a good performance from him. He should have scored. Let's be fair, he should have scored. Perhaps if he scored, he'll get man of the match, but he didn't score. So, yeah, he'll get second. He'll get second spot for this one, and third spot I'm going to give to Danny Collins, our Welsh centre back. One of the few that performed well at the back. I really have no idea how Zach Mills has a 7.4 because he was the reason that we lost this game, in my opinion. Awful at right back. How he's got a 7.4. Okay, so after that absolutely awful performance, we have news that Craig Disley will be out for 3 weeks. Perhaps you should have taken him off straight away, but they're the risks you take. So Craig Disley will be out for 3 weeks. It's a shame. He's not first choice at the moment, but he's a good player to bring on and see out games. So unfortunately, he will be out for 3 weeks. We don't have any more training to do we? We just got to... Fair enough. We'll just be advancing through to this next game in the league against Crawley. Okay, so for this second game of the episode, we are going back to our usual team for this one. It's the same team that beat Accrington at home. So Ted Smith in goal, back four, Murray Bell, Dan Jones, Josh Gowling, Ben Davis. Midfielders Stefano Bruno, Sean McAllister, Brandon Comley and Matt Coulert, with Omar Bogle and Joel Asaro up front. Hopefully they'll be able to do the business again like they did in the league last time. Obviously the game against Cheltenham with that second string squad was abysmal. We just got to forget about that. We've now got a trip here to Crawley, who are 10th, I believe. They've won 3, drawn 4 and lost 3. So quite a steady side in this division. Hopefully we can go there and pick up the 3 points. Off we go. So here we are, another game in League 2. We're at Town Park for this one. Grimsby on the road again, this time at Crawley Town. The referee for this one will be Brendan Malone. Going a bit grey, isn't he? Going a little bit grey. He's thinking about dyeing it, isn't he? I can see it in his face. He's like, I should have dyed my hair. Anyway, Crawley to get us underway. League 2 action. Away from home. And does that in Coulert. Finds a ball. Can we get it into Asaro now? Yes, we can. Can he turn? He can. There's a man falling down. Asaro strikes well over the bar. Somebody just went down in the box, though. I don't really know why. Off the ball. Yeah, look at that. Just pushed over Brandon Comley. Bit of a wild strike from Asaro, the 17-year-old. Gary not too impressed with it, but decent try early on here. Not even giving me the man. Okay, you got loads of space apparently. Shot, strike. Oh, I thought it was a goal. First time they've really threatened Boldwish. Don't know how you say that at all. They just didn't give me the player I wanted then. It was building a chance maybe. So a little bit far back. Joel Asaro does very well though. McAllister, edge of the box. No, here's McAllister. Oh, you're out the crossbar. Can we get it in? Can we force it in? No, we can't. Great strike from Sean McAllister. So unlucky not to be 1-0. Ben Davies has another great game at right back today. Oh, but he steps in well there. That is half time though. A frustrating first half. We should be in front. It's been a much better performance than against Cheltenham, I have to admit, with the first team today. So we can't be too disappointed. Got to keep plugging away though. We should be leading this one. Decent first half. Crawley 0, Grimsby 0. Sean McAllister now. That's a good ball. Joel Asaro, find the magic. Find the magic. Find the ball in. He's still got it. He's still wriggling. Here's McAllister trying to turn, trying to shoot. He's missed the target. Great chance again, Sean McAllister. He hit the bar already today. Oh, he did really well to get past his man, but he's got to be hitting the target there. Substitution for Crawley Town. Bobson Balling. What a name. Bobson Balling going off. Daniel Papo coming on. Ben Davies is well forward here. He's trying to make up for a poor game. Ben Davies is through. Oh, delayed it too much. Oh, big tackle from Crawley there. Oh, he's had a poor game, Ben Davies, but he was so nearly the hero then. Chance in the corner maybe. We need to look for Bogle. He is there. He's not going to get that though. Oh, well in Sean McAllister. Got to offload. Got to look back. Got to get away. Does so. Sean McAllister drifting. Oh, chance. Asaro. Oh my God. He fell over and he blocked the ball. Oh my days. Crawley are getting away with murder at the moment. No. No. Oh, good tackle. We can't get away on a counter-attack. It's going to be a 0-0 draw, and it's another really frustrating one. I hate playing these frustrating games, but all things considered, I think it's probably just about fair. Crawley defended absolutely brilliantly, had a couple of chances themselves, which they didn't really take very well. We've got to be more ruthless though in the future. It's still something we're missing from our game. Crawley Town 0, Grimsby Town 0. So after that disappointing 0-0 draw where we had a lot more chances than they did, but just lacked that finishing touch, that bit of composure we lacked out there today. Man of the match for this one is going to go to Dan Jones. We're going to agree with FIFA on this one. I thought he was superb at the back. There was actually a couple of mistakes from Ben Davies today, and he covered them. He was really good today. He's only 21. Superb though. Best performance from him so far. Second place is going to go to Sean McAllister in the midfield. Really good game from the engine as usual. He hit the bar, didn't he? He had another good chance to need a score as well, which he probably should have taken. But all things considered, a very good game from him. He'll pick up second place. And I give third spot to Amari Bell. I haven't mentioned too much recently, but I thought he had a better game today overall. Sometimes I feel as though he lets us down sometimes compared to Ben Davies, but he had an improved game today. I was pretty impressed by the way he played. So the top three for this one: man of the match Dan Jones, second spot Sean McAllister, and third for Amari Bell. That draw away at Crawley Town. As you can see, we have dropped a place. We dropped to 5th. We're still doing pretty well though, only 2 points off the automatics. We've got a 3-point cushion to Carlisle in 8th. Doncaster also on 17 points though as well. It's pretty good, isn't it? 5 wins, 5 draws and a defeat. Happy enough with that. Good performance from the boys. to get a point at Corey. They dropped to 14th, but they weren't a bad side, so we'll take that one. So for the third game of this episode, we're going to sim through against Cheltenham Town at home. Obviously lost in the Checkatrade Trophy in the first game, pretty miserably. This is our first team, and I'm confident they can go out there and get the result we need and get us 3 points. So we'll sim through. Hopefully they'll perform their best and give us what we want. Prevent players warming up. So much time. Game is underway. Anything early on? No, we'll skip. And it's a 1-0 win. Just what we wanted. Shaw McAllister with the strike on 39 minutes. We made all 3 subs. Jackson, Tooten and Barrett came on for Collett, Asaro and Bogle. But yeah, great stuff. Just what we wanted. A 1-0 win after that disappointing away draw. Right, what I'm going to do after that game, because we've only got 8.4 from McAllister, that's all we can see. He will get 2 points, but having a look around the side, Ted Smith has jumped up 4 places for his form recently. I don't think he did. I guess he did get a clean sheet in the last one as well, but he got another clean sheet there. So I'm going to give a point to Ted Smith for getting another clean sheet. We don't know how he performed, but he kept a clean sheet, and he's jumping up the rankings. So I think he's done pretty well there. So I'm going to go and give him a point as well. Got the monthly scouting report update though has come through. First one from Jarvella, our I think he's Finnish scout. Go for the players. You and Kelly have been scouting for 3 months now. We found out that he's a what's that wing number? He's got him in a striker position. I'm still not sure. I think it's going to be a lot of training for perhaps not a lot, maybe. Reece Wilson been scouting for 2 months now. He looks a little bit better to me. He's got perhaps the same potential, but he looks a little bit better. So I think we're going to reject you and Kelly, despite scouting for 3 months. We're not going to be signing him up. Marcus Moore here, 48-64 rating, 60-80 overall. Not great overall, is it? We'll keep scouting him. Ed Jackson, keep scouting him for now. Hugh Kelly is not going to be good enough for us. We'll reject him. Ethan Edwards again, not quite good enough. Mason Cox has got a very decent overall, very decent potential, but a terrible overall at the moment. So we will keep scouting him for now, I think. So not saying about from there, not as good as usual from Jarvella. Normally he's pretty good with bringing people forward for us. Who's Korniakis? Elias Korniakis. That's it, yeah. Who's he got for us? We've got Nicola Rossi who's been scouting for 3 months as well. I'm still not sure, so I think we'll leave him for now. Giuseppe Rinaldi, he has got a good overall. But I think again we're going to leave him for now. Tommaso Greco, another player we saw last month. Again, not quite sure. Matteo Ferrari, I think, despite having a great overall at the moment, his potential is really good. So I think we're going to sign him up. We've got Alberto Rossi. Wow, look at this guy. He looks amazing. Definitely going to be putting pen to paper on him signing up. And Fabio Mariani, again, really good potential for the 16-year-old. He is going to be signed up as well. Good work from Korniakis this week. We'll keep scouting the others for a bit longer. So it must be 6 months that we sent them out for. So the squad for this game against Wycombe Wanderers away. We've got 3 changes in total. We've got Ashley Chambers, James Barrett and Danny Collins coming into the team for Stefano Bruno. Who's the midfielder that went out? Brandon Comley and Josh Gowling. All of them are suffering a bit fitness-wise. There's still a couple like Bogle and Jones you can see are a little bit tired, but we're going to risk them in this final game of the episode. We've still got... No, we've got another game on Saturday, haven't we? Well, we can change it up a little bit again, can't we? So I think this team is good enough to go, though. It's against 9th place Wycombe. They're doing pretty well, and of course they have the beast in their ranks, don't they? They have Adebayo Akinfenwa. It's going to be tough against him. I'm presuming he's going to play, but hopefully we can go to Wycombe and get a good result and keep on moving up that League 2 table. Let's go. So here we are for the final game of this episode. It's again in League 2 and we're on the road, and this time it's against Wycombe Wanderers. The referee for this one is going to be Ben Toner. And it's going to be Wycombe Wanderers, the home side, that are going to get this League 2 clash underway. So the referee was getting in our way a bit then. There's a strike from long range. It's hit the bar. Follow-up is straight at Ted Smith. That came out of nowhere. 11 minutes in. And Wycombe have absolutely rattled the crossbar. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Paul Hayes, very experienced striker. And he was inches away from giving Wycombe the lead. And that's a lovely ball. And Bogle is here. And Bogle hits it straight at the bloody keeper. Oh, Bogle. Great chance, 7 minutes before half time. So much space there. And he just hits it straight at the keeper. Not the best from Bogle there. We have a corner though, and we have scored a few goals from corners this season. Bogle is under it. We can't do anything from that one. We might be able to get in here though. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, brilliant save from the keeper. Joel Asaro found space, but found the leg of the keeper in the way. Another corner, another chance to cause some damage. Bogle under it again, not this time. Lay it off? No, Asaro lost it that time. Wycombe coming forward here at the end of the first half. But that's going to be it. Not enough time for them to get another attack. And not a great first half. As has been the case throughout much of this season, it's 0-0 at half time. Hayes, I think it was, that hit the bar for them with a stunning strike which had Ted Smith beating all ends up. We've had a couple of chances of our own though towards the end of the first half. Wycombe 0, Grimsby 0 half time. Oh, great tackle from Sean McAllister. Needs to find his feet and find Joel Asaro, which he does. And he'll find Chambers on the overlap. This is a really good chance if we can find Bogle. Oh, why hasn't he hit it first time? Omar Bogle takes the chance and takes the touch, and the chance is gone. So we're going to make 2 substitutions here with 15 minutes to go. It's been poor. It's been very poor, this game. Marcus Bean is going off for them. Dominic Gape is coming on. And 2 subs for us. Joel Asaro, which has been awful. He's coming off. Sean Tooten coming on. McAllister a bit tired, so we're bringing him off for Brandon Comley. And Wycombe are suddenly playing really well. Coming into these last 10 minutes now. Ball in. Needs to be dealt with. Isn't. And it's gone wide the post. We got lucky there. You can't let... I think it's Paul Hayes again. It is Paul Hayes. You can't let a man of that quality get in there. Substitution, Aaron Pierre off, Max Muller on. To try and do something. And has he kept it? He's actually kept the ball. Go on. Sean Tooten. No. That just about sums it up. And that is the full-time whistle. An absolute travesty of a game again. How many times are we going to draw 0-0 this season? We just absolutely lack a goal scorer in this bloody club. It's awful. They were a very average team and they come away with a point. Again, in the last minute there. Tooten, just get it out of your feet and shoot. None of the strikers are producing at the moment. It is very, very bloody frustrating. Another game, another draw, another 2 points dropped. So after that excruciatingly boring 0-0 draw, we have to award a man of the match. Absolutely nobody deserves it in my opinion, because I just thought it was awful. But we've got to give it to somebody. We're going to give it to Danny Collins, because I thought he was terrific in defence. They didn't look like scoring after he hit the bar. They didn't really look like scoring, and that was thanks to Danny Collins, so he'll get man of the match for this one. Second place has got to go to another defender. It's got to go to Dan Jones, who I thought also had a really good game. And third spot for this one will go to Amari Bill, who we saw a bit more of this time. He actually went forward a bit more than he has done for a while, so the free defender, it can't go to anybody in the forward line, so it has to go to 3 of the defenders, and it will go to those 3 for this one. So Danny Collins, man of the match, second Dan Jones, and third Amari Bell. So after that terrible draw, Grimsby Town find themselves now 5th in League 2. So yeah, not a great way to end the episode on a 0-0 draw. No goal scored this episode, but we are still doing okay. 5th in the league at the moment and 5 points clear of Wycombe in 8th, so it's still pretty good. If you have enjoyed this episode, despite the lack of goals, then do drop a like on it. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see what else I do, you can go on to Twitch and see what I've been streaming recently and some of my highlights. That's Timon27, and on Twitter as well. where I say some funny things and stuff like that. At Tibbin27, if you want to follow me on there. Hopefully get the next episode out in a couple of days' time. But until then, it is Tibbin27 out.